Hey everyone, today we're going to go over the knees to elbows progression. The first thing we're going to start with is a knee tuck hold. So this is just going to be an isometric hold. We're going to start on the bar. Nice tight grip. Bring those knees up to the chest. And you're going to hold this here as long as you can, up to about a minute. Now if you can't do that, the scaling option, you can go to a bar hollow hold with the body nice and straight and legs out in front slightly like we would in a pull-up progression. So our second progression we're going to do is strict knees to chest. So on this one we're going to start on the bar nice and straight and bring the knees straight up to the chest and kick the feet straight down. Now remember, you're trying to get the knees up to the level of the chest. If you need to go scaled here, go a little bit lower and just go with the knee tuck up to parallel. Our third progression we're going to go over is the strict knees to elbows. Now this one's probably the hardest part of the progressions, being that it's strict. You can't use any type of kipping, so it's really good to work on that strict movement. On this one we're only going to do about 5 reps. So we're going to start on the bar, same thing if we've been in good position. Here though we're going to get a little bit more shoulder rotation as we bring those knees up and using our core to drive up our lower body. So you're going to start here, drive up, tap, back down. Nice and controlled, using the shoulders, keeping the core tight, and then fully extended at the bottom. If you need to scale this, the other option is to come to the rig or a weight, hands together on that rig, and you're going to bring the knees up, tap, roll back out. Our fourth progression of the movement, now we're going to start to go into that kipping motion or the movement of the motion. So our next one here we're going to go over only about 10 reps here, the bar hollow and arch rocks. So you're going to start on your bar, thinking about closing and open those shoulders, the hips, and the ankles, but staying nice and straight in a good line. Open and close. Starting that kipping progression through that motion. Only about 10 reps here. Scaled option if you cannot do that. Typically it would be the grip is your limiting factor. You're having trouble in that rock position. Staying tight. Go to the ground. You can go to rocking hollows and the arch rocks. Alright guys, our fifth progression here. Now we're going to go into the knees to the knees to chest. For this progression, we want to make sure guys we're staying nice and tight. We're using that open and close that we did with the bar hollow and arch rocks with our shoulders. And then we're going to drive those knees up to our chest and kick them straight back out. This one you're gonna shoot for about 15 reps or so, not trying to do a bunch here. I'm gonna start down, arch, knees up, try to keep that kip all the way through the motion, and then come back down. If you need to modify this or scale this down, just go a little bit lower. Still want you to stay on the bar if possible, and just go to knee tucks. Kipping knee tucks, straight down, and think about kipping those toes straight to the ground. Alright, last progression guys, we're going to work on the final part of the movement, the knees to elbows. So for this one, this is going to be the strict movement, the kipping movement of the knees to elbows. We're going to put that strict knees to elbows together with our kip that we worked on and drive those knees up to the elbows. On this one guys, make sure you have a nice strong grip because you will be using a little bit more force on that kip to drive up and then reset at the bottom. So it's going to look like this. Remember guys, we're trying to use that core, drive our knee all the way up to the elbow. The other option to scale this down, just go back to our last one, the kipping knees to chest, which would be here. Work on driving those knees up, and as well as we did a couple progressions ago, the strict knees to elbows. And for that, you're going for max reps.